All right, let's look at conversion from denary to new base involving decimals or fraction. Take for instance, you have 12.625, 625 base what? Base 10, and you want to convert it to base 2, the number in base 2. Now, the previous conversion we did involve numbers that don't have decimals. So we are going to split this number into two places. The first one is the whole number part, which is 12. And the second part is the decimal number part, which is what? 0.625. 12 plus 0.625 will give you what? 12.625. So we've splitted this number. So we are going to convert them individually so that you see how it is done. So for that of 12, rule our line here. Okay. And divide through by 2. 2 divide 12, 6, remainder 0. 2 divide 6, 3, remainder 0. 2 divide 3, 1, remainder 1. 2 divide 1, 0, remainder 1. So that is all there. So you read the number from bottom top. You read the number from bottom to top. So for the decimal part, for the whole number part, you see that 12 is 10 equals to what? 1100 base 2. So we are not done. So let's see how we're going to do the decimal part here. So the decimal part, this is how you do the decimal part. Let me write out this number somewhere here again, 0.625. This, in the whole number part, we did division. In the decimal number part, we are going to do multiplication. So we're going to multiply by 2 times 2. So you do 0.625 times what? 2. 0.625. And that will give you 1.25. Because it will give you 1.25. So what you do, you circle out the whole number part here, which is 0. Circle out the whole number part here, which is 0. Then we multiply again by 2. But we are not going to do 1.25 times 2. What we're going to do is 0.25 times 2. You understand? We are only multiplying 2 with the decimal part. That's, you said 0.25, not 0.125. You understand? You are ignoring this one. So if you do 2 times 0.25 times 0.25, will give you 0.5. 0.5. It will give you 0.5. So if you do again, circle it, you do again times 2 again. This time you do 2 times what? 0.5, which is still the decimal point. 2 times 0.5 will give you what? 1.0. It will give you 1.0. So now in this other case, so our answer, we're going to take our answer from the whole number part of this multiplication. But we are not going to take it from down top. We are going to take it what? From top down. we're going to take it from top down. So here from top down, that means 0.625 base 10 is equivalent to what from top down? That would be 0.101 base 2. That's 0.0101 base 2. Sorry, we don't. You take your answer from the second part of the multiplication down. That's the whole number part. 101 base 2. So if you combine the binary of this one and this one, we can say, therefore, that 12.625 base 10 is the same thing as what? 1100.101 base 2. So that is how to convert base 10 to other base when decimals are involved. So we're going to still do another example to further clarify that. Assuming you have a number 0.526 base 10 to convert to base 8. So what we'll do, this is a decimal part. If it was a whole number part, we'll do division. But since the decimal part, we do multiplication. So we multiply by the base 8. So we'll do 0.526 times 8. And that will give you 4.208. You circle the whole number part. Then you multiply again by 8. But this multiplication, you will not involve the whole number. You only multiply with the decimal part, which is, you say 8 times what? 0.208, not 4.2. You neglect the whole number part and say 8 times 0.208. So if you multiply that, that will give you 1.664. So you multiply again. There is no limit to amount of multiplication you want to do. You can continue this as long as you want, but to be fair enough, 4 times or 3 times is enough. You understand? At least 3 decimal place or 4 decimal place. So if you do this multiplication, you do 8 times 0.664. That will give you 5.312. 5.312. If you do again, that will give you 2.496. We can continue on and on, but 1, 2, 3, 4 is enough for me. So you take your answer from top down. That's after the first one. You bypass the first thing you multiplied. You take it from this place down. So take it down. So therefore, 0.526 base 10 is the same as what? You read it from top down, which is 4152. It is the same thing as 0.4152 base 8. 0.4152 base 8. So it's very simple as that. So let me give you something to try your understanding of this. So if we have 13.53 base 10, convert to base 2. That's number one. Then number two, if you have 0.415 base what? Base 6. I mean base 10, sorry. Convert it to base 6. Then number three, if you have 54.215 base 10, convert this to base, and which base? Base 3. So you pause the video, try to see how you can do that. Okay, if you have done that, let's see if your answer relates with mine. So for the first one, I have 13.53 base 10. So I'm going to split it to 2. I'll do the whole number part differently and do the decimal number parts differently. So I draw my line there. So I'll divide through by the new base I want to change to, which is 2. 2 divide 13, how many times? 6, remainder 1. 2 divide 6, 3, remainder 0. 2 divide 3, 1, remainder 1. 2 divide 1, 0, remainder 1. So 13 base 10 equals to what? You read it from down to top. Will be 1101 base 2. Then for the whole number parts, for the decimal part, sorry, we do multiplication. So we do 2 times 0.53. 2 times 0.53. That will give you 1.06. Then we want to multiply by 2 again, neglecting this one. This one number. We'll multiply by 0.06. So 2 times 0.06 times 0.06. That will give you 0.12. So we multiply by 2 again. 2 times 0.12. 2 times 0.12 will give you 0.24. 0.24. Me, I'll stop there. That's enough for me. So 0.53 base 10 is equivalent to this one. You read it from top down. Is equivalent to 0. You bring 1, 0, 0. So therefore, 13.53 base 10 equals to what? The whole number part is 1101.100 is 2. If you got that, that means you are in line with what we are doing. So let me do the number 2. Okay, let me do the number 2. So number 2 is 0.4. It has no whole number parts. 415. To convert it to base 6. So we do multiplication. 6 times 0.415. Do 6 times 0.415. That would be 2.49. We multiply by 6 again. 6 times 0.49, not 2.49. 6 times 0.49. Do 6 times 0.49. That will give you 2.94. So I'll do one last time. So do 6 times 0.94. 6 times 0.94. That will give you 5.64. So you read it from top down. Read it from top down. The first number there, you remember to put your 0 point first. First number there is 2. Second number there is 2 again. And the third number there is 5. Base what? 6. Base 6. So quickly, let me do the last one. We do the last one. We do the last one. 54.215. So I'll split it into 2. First part is the whole number part, 54. The second part is the decimal part, 0.215. So I roll my line there. So I divide all through. I want to convert to base 3. So I divide all through by 3. 3 divide 54. Okay, let me do it little by little. 3 divide 5. 1 remainder 2. Divide 24. 8. Remainder what? 0. 3 divide 18. 6 times. Remainder 0. 3 divide 6. 3 divide 6. How many times? 2 times. Remainder 0. 3 divide 2. 0. Remainder what? 2. So you read it from bottom to top. So that 54 base 10 is equals to what? 2000 base 3. So let's do the small part. We multiply by 3. 3 times 0.215. That's give you 0.645. Then times 3 again. Give you 1.935. 1.935. You multiply with 3 again, neglecting the whole number there. So you do 3 times 0.935. 3 times 0.935. That will give you 2.805. You can continue as many times possible. So you read from this second part to down. And that will give us that 0.215 base 10 is equals to what? Is equals to 0.0, that is starting from here to count 0, 1, 2. You understand? So final answer 54.215 base 10 is equals to what? 2000 points what? 0.12 base 3. So that's how to do that. So you can check out our question bank where we drop questions of previous years based on this topic, and then the ones we have solved for you, we have solved a few for you, then the rest are for you to practice.